Good morning, everybody. This is a beautiful fall morning in the Shenandoah Valley, Virginia on Wildwood Tree Farm. I'm getting ready to go cut some trees that have fallen down on one of our roads. Two trees got blown over by a windstorm the other day, and I'm going to cut them up in the firewood. But before I get started, I need to sharpen this blade with my Gramberg chain sharpener. I like it a lot. It just has in my opinion, a very steep learning curve to attach it and everything. But over time, I've gotten better and better at it in terms of setup and sharpening ability. Now I've sharpened the row of teeth going this direction. You always want to sharpen with the file moving forward. However, I found it easier with this Gramberg just kind of leave it attached once I get these sharpened. Now I have to do the ones going the other direction sharpened. I just reverse the setup here, the angle and the cut, and reverse the direction of the file. So by pulling, now I'm actually pushing. I'm only filing in the filing direction. Pull it up tight. Clean out the filings on the file. Now the next thing is to knock down these rakers here. After you sharpen these, you should knock down these by a couple of strokes. I'm going to pull this out like that, because here's my marking link. We'll just start filing. Being careful not to hit your cutting teeth. Don't have to do very much, as long as you keep up with it. Round it off a little bit. And you just kind of do this all the way down. Take out the old 1953 Ford Golden Jubilee tractor. My pride and joy for the last 34 years. I noticed this tire right here is a little low. I haven't had this out in a while. Probably, well, maybe 3 weeks or so when I cut some firewood. And we're going to take it out again. So this is definitely a very cold start. So let's get set up here. First thing I'm going to do, check the oil. And it should look very clean. Yeah, and you see, whoa, hold on a second here. I might need to add, let it sit in here a little bit. I changed the oil, and sometimes I don't add enough simply because of the oil filter. Let's see what we have here. No, that's fine, see? And it's nice and clean. Here's the full mark, and there's where the oil is perfectly. All right, so that's the first check. Second check is turn on the fuel. Petcock here, glass fuel bowl with a little filter in there. Okay. Next thing we'll do is we'll check fuel in the tank. Of course, you know these things don't have a fuel gauge, but I have a homemade one here. That's full. That's empty. Or about a half tank. That should be all right for what we have to do today. Let's close this down. Now let's check the coolant. Yeah, it's, well, I think I need to add some more. I keep several gallons of pre-mixed 50/50 antifreeze on hand because of all the vehicles I maintain here. Let's just see how much this takes. Whoa. Okay, it really needed some, didn't it? Alrighty, now cold start. I always have a battery tender on this thing. I've kept it 6 volt generator. Alright, key on, choke pull. Barn without hitting anything. Let's go hook up the wagon. I have to do this every now and then on this old tire. It costs a lot of money to have someone come out here and take it off and fix this very slow leak. So I've made the economic calculation, because I have the tools. I'll just do this every few months and just keep an eye on the tires. Both of them can do this. I think you can see probably the culprits right here, but buying a new rim or taking everything off and having it welded, just not something I want to get into right now. I took these wheels off on this side years ago to replace a bearing, and boy, I tell you, that was that was something. This thing's really heavy. So if I was to call the tractor tire place, they come out here in a truck with all their air tools and everything and get it off, and then repair. When it's all said and done with the house call and everything, you're talking maybe $200–300. So this is worth it to me. I can feel the tire expanding, and I've gotten a feel through the years of when it's right. It's looking good. I think we're about where we need to be right now. You can see how much better it looks with air in it. And the other side looks good. I think we're good to go. Let me put the compressor up and we are out of here. Fresh water for the canteen. We have quite a bit of work to do here. Pristine spring water. All right. Look at that. Now it's a beautiful day. Go cut some wood. one piece that we have. It broke off of that tree, so I'm going to cut this up, get it out of the road, and then we have to turn our attention to this bigger piece that broke off from that tree, and we'll cut that rest of the stump down and get the rest of this tree up right here. It's out over my road. I'll be able to get some firewood out of that. It's a dead green ash killed by emerald ash borers. Loaded all the small stuff. Now I have this to split up and to load. Knots in it, where little branches came out, so this might be a little more difficult. We'll see. Gotta get it in. There we go. I'm gonna try to. Let's see. I'll try to go down the middle first. There we go. I'm gonna turn this around. I can leave that alone. That's fine. This one right here. Might be able to whack again. Let's just see. Yes. Okay. Nice pieces of firewood. There's a knot in it as well. Let's come at it like this with the knot facing up. I'm gonna go off to the right a little bit. Okay. And put that one in the middle. Wow, splitting ash is fun. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna turn this one over and do it again. There we go. Let's pick another potentially difficult one. See with these branches coming out. I've learned that if you come at it, if you cut it with the branches at the bottom, and then at the short end and come at it with the long end, with the branches kind of going like that, one down, you're kind of going with the grain. So let's just see what happens. I'm going to whack this thing right in the middle. Tougher than the last one, it cracked. See if we can hit another hit about there. This is pretty tough, this one. It's cracking. There we go, it's cracking. Okay, they're hitting that spot. There we go, yes. I knew it was just a matter of time. Okay, now yep. And it goes on like this for some time, but let's go ahead and get this one. Whoa. Okay. Again. Oh, that is really tough. I can see why too. You know, hit it in the same spot. All right. Let's try going just to the right of that. There we go. I can see this branch. See, this is what was making it so tough. That branch right there. Yep. I'm not so sure. Let me give this a whack and see if I can get another piece out of that. In the middle. Oh yeah. There you go. It has very little to do with strength. It's being able to read the wood and precision. Well, here's the last piece of wood to split. It's got a couple of knots in it, so we'll just have to see what we can do. I finished my wood cutting, got the wagon loaded, and realized, of course I knew this all along, I didn't have enough room in my wood house for this load. And besides, this load's not ready to burn just yet. It needs to cure a little bit, even though it was a standing dead tree. It hadn't been dead very long. But anyway, see, this is the blue paint where I painted this tree last year. So it needs to dry out a little bit more. When it's dry enough, these edges here will be cracked, and they'll all sound like they'll sound more like bowling pins when you hit them together. So lacking a place to keep the wood under cover, I don't anticipate needing this wagon anytime soon. So I'm just going to leave it sitting here and let it dry out, and then I'll be able to have access to it.